Going somewhere?
Hey y'all. I lied and said I was gonna upload a Nina character guide a year ago, yesterday. Um, I went through my time hop last night, and I saw on Twitter I posted a year ago that I would upload the Nina character guide that they did on Twitch a year ago. I watched it last night. By watch meaning I gave it like 15 minutes, and I cut that shit off. It was too long-winded. So it's currently 8:29 in the morning. Um, I didn't really feel like lifting weights right now. So, but I took my pre-workout. I went for like a very nice long like morning walk. I got something in. You know what I'm saying? I did, my little staircase workout, and like the pre-workout is still pre-workouting. So, with all this energy, I'm gonna upload this character guide at the anointed time and not the appointed time. Come on with me. Basically, I shouldn't even call this a character guide. What I'm actually going to do is upload a very effective Nina gameplay tutorial. I'm not gonna focus on her archetype too much. I'm gonna talk about combos. Y'all know me, I'm talking about combos, but I'm not really gonna go that far in depth with it. You can you can YouTube search combo guides. That's just what you want. And overall, I'm gonna point out where people who are stuck with Nina, like they reached a skill gap ceiling, and people who've picked up Nina as a side character. I'm gonna discuss where they hit a wall with Nina, and they ultimately just drop her. Because a lot of people say this statement all the time. I don't understand why more people don't play Nina. I rarely see this character. When I run into this character, I get blown up. Why don't more people play this character? And this should answer your question, as well as if you have any interest in playing this character, and maybe you saw some guides out there that just told you frame data, which is, you can, if you bought it, it's on your practice mode. It's nothing to get frame data. Speaking of, let me turn that on. So let's get right into this. Let's turn on this little frame data right here, and let's do detailed, and let's do detail right there. Oh, yep, frame data. So all those other character guys that tell you the frame data, the frame data and the little block punishment, this just null and voids everything I'm about to tell you. Okay. This is one of many things that people who main Nina, they reach a ceiling with, and they just can't let go of it. And people who pick up Nina that are better players, or just as good as those Nina mains that hit that ceiling, that skill gap ceiling. This is where they often die to. They often die to this stream. This very abusable stream. Everyone says how good it is. Down for 1-2. Y'all see that? 23 damage. Y'all see that nice +2? That +2 don't mean shit. That +2 don't mean shit. Cause you wanna know what they're gonna do? Before you even get that sidestep 1 cancel out, you are counter hit launch. Do you understand me? On hit. On hit. On hit. On hit. These characters with these back ones and magic fours, you are done. These characters with these attack reversals, that is getting reversed. Your ass wasn't chickening, and you like, I was +2. Your opponent, they live by this lifestyle. Everybody know this by now. Tekken 7 been out in America for 5 years. It's been out in Asia for like 8. You only minus if you a bitch. You a bitch if you think you minus after being -2. Oh, you're just so minus. You ain't got no options. You have to block. No. Reactable. Reactable.
Oh my god, it's the Mad Bee.
If you so choose to want to mash a button after down forward 1-2 on hit or on block, that is smarter. Smart. Why is it smarter? Look at startup frames. Look at startup frames. Hell, this is smarter. Look at the startup frames. Understood? New Ninas. Smart Ninas. That will trade on block with the back ones. So if you do this at a particular range, they will have to adjust their combo. You may not take much damage. It'll trade with Magic 4, and then you'll be pushed way too far away for most of the characters to do anything about it unless you did this on a Fock. Which Fakaram, like, he can launch you from like range 4 and do like one little quick dash up and then jab you. He still get his combo. That's Fock privilege. Those quick counter hit knees, it'll trade with that, and it'll do this pretty much the same thing as a Magic 4. Well, you'll be a little bit too far to actually get for them to deal combo damage on you. That's okay. I don't know why you would do that. Okay. That is okay if you're doing that. You will hit a ceiling with this too when you get to people who know how to play the game, because everything you just did is still sidesteppable for the most part, minus this while spinning 4, which has good tracking. But you have to remember, you're only +2. So, what you want to do is you want to do some restraining on yourself, have some, some discipline. Just do that. Easy. Better on block. Now, you can, if you find yourself being like a little too overzealous with the down forward 1-2 on hit, you can do a little sidestep. You'll avoid some jabs. Or you can do a little sidestep backsway. That is very cheesy. It's not going to avoid everything, but it will throw your opponent off. Oh, no, wait. Do I not do it? Oh. There we go. Okay, that's sorry, it's 8 in the morning, y'all. Listen, I'm going off caffeine, not sleep. You'll avoid some things like that, but if you just want to do that cheesy ass shit, which will work, there. You're doing that on better frames. So, the ceiling that Nina mains hit, and people who pick up Nina and think they can just do that little string, they don't optimize it. Meaning, they're telegraphed with the shit. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're not telegraphed with it, this is a good down forward one. I'm not complaining about this down forward one. You'll see what else I complain about, but this is a good down forward one. Be smart with it. And you see me talking about this backsway here. This is her best defensive tool. Just getting right into it. You will talk to some people that will tell you that this, I know how to deal with that. I know how to deal with that. Does your opponent know how to deal with it? They will tell you this is bad. That's bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna say this twice. Nina is a character that the pilot carries. Nina cannot carry the pilot. Nina is a character that the pilot carries. Nina cannot carry the pilot. I say that because she has so many damn options. And you have to utilize at least half them options, man, in order to make this character work. That's why a lot of people say that it's just very exhausting, blah 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 blah. When you use her, now when you're against Nina, that shit seems brain dead, but there's actually some thought into it. You don't need to be higher sheeting around, or higher sheeting, higher sheeting around. Just a little quick, backsway step backsway, you know, that'll that'll get you out of most your opponent's BS. Don't work on every character. I wouldn't do this versus Safina, Fock, uh, Gigas, or Jack. Mostly because Safina's homing move is just so amazing. Jack, Gigas, and Fock have amazing jab range. Also, Bears. I wouldn't do this on Bears either, just because their jab range is so good. So as you can see, it's not the end all be all of doing like little that, you know. But through most of the cast, you'll catch them slipping, and you will force a whiff and get your little whiff punish. Um, you don't want to get telegraphed with it, but here are some moves or some sequences where you can implement either a backsway sidestep or a sidestep backsway. 1-2 on hit, obviously. See that +6? This is better than that. Oh, I didn't show the other thing. Hold on. I got it on guard all. Let me put it on backdash. To show you how wide spamming down for 1-2 sidestep 1 cancel is bad. What did you hit? +2 ain't good. At least she hit him. You do sidestep right, it don't work. Okay, never mind. It's not consistent on sidestep right. Say that to say, this is on the person who understands the sequence that happened. Whoever understood this sequence has the frame advantage, because you're out of Nina's range pretty much if they keep backdashing, and your opponent, this is still a good range for them. But did they understand, like if you did this like the first time, did they really understand, did they really understand what you just did there? Probably not. They probably want to, if they're a smart player, they probably want to see what you about to do, which is a smart thing to do. But if they're a bit aggressive, from right here, get your little wild standing 1, the little back 1-4. Wait. it's still 8, There you go. Your little QCB4, if you want to be cheesy like that, I respect it. It's a button. It's available for you to use if you want to use that. Let the spirit lead you to do what you want to do. Also, even on block is still good. Definitely want to do it here, because you are very much susceptible to a counter hit. However, if you do like your little movement, you might avoid it with just a little sidestep. Wait. Or a sidestep backswing. But notice, if they just backdash, you saw how that's just not consistent. One thing to remember about her down 4-1, you want to dash forward and do it. Always just keep dashing forward. This also makes you susceptible to counter hits. That means you gotta switch up your timing. This right here, this makes you susceptible to getting launched. Those hop kicks, those long range while standing I-18 punishers, this will hit. You can't be too telegraphed with it. You keep doing, backsway sidestep. You gotta mix it up. You gotta do sidestep backsway. Also, what'll throw them off is to do a little backsway until like a little quick button to challenge it. I'm notorious for a backsway DF2. But again, mix it up. This is the 50-50 or small Tekken little mini 50-50 game that most people just don't think about or they don't share. Um, so I think I've covered um, most of the strings. I think I have or moves. No, I didn't. It's good to do backsway step after ivory cutter. It's also good to do backsway step after down back 2-1 block. Um, forward 4-4. QCF 1. Back 2-2. And that's if you're one of those people that just do forward 2 like that, it's good to do it after that. That was a little convoluted. Remember, I'm high off caffeine. My pre-workout is still pre-workouting, but that is her down forward 1 and her QC back. It's an abusable down forward 1-2. It's very abusable, but go through all of that again, and add that to your little, je ne sais quoi. However you choose to play Nina, however the spirit leads you to play Nina. Okay. One thing that Nina mains have been complaining about, which is that Nina doesn't have a power mid, or a mid that Nina can just do. I understand why she don't have it. It's just I also do not understand why she doesn't have it because it's Tekken 7. This is probably, even though it is the most balanced Tekken, most people don't say it's not balanced because you're sweating versus like every character. That's not fun for like the casual player. It's not fun for any player really. It's just all these characters are stupid. But where Nina is dumb is with the highs. Some of the most oppressive highs. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's real stupid because that is a 38 damage launcher. Like who the fuck need that? But we're looking for mid tier. And Nina mains will tell you that her mids are lackluster. I will tell you her mids are lackluster. But Nina does have a power mid, and her power mid is used to catch people doing their wild standing punishment. Now that sounded stupid as hell what I just said. I just said that Nina has a power mid to catch your opponent doing their wild standing punishment. Which most people, when they're getting ready to deck a high, they're going to do their wild standing 2, wild standing 1, wild standing 3, a delay hop kick. They're getting ready to do something like that. And again, you're still calling me stupid. Like, that don't make sense. She got a power mid where she can stop people from launching her. Like, how does that work? It works because of the frame advantage you get, because you're going to get a counter hit. So, that's Nina's power mid. Yep. I have known this since day 2 of season 4 because I liked this buff, but I like this buff versus Link, Ganryu, and Safina. I also like it because of the combo buff. But in the neutral, like most people will tell you, doing down forward 3 in the neutral is like you're begging. Like there's no real reward here. But they changed the on hit properties to where down forward 3-2 is +5 on hit. So that's attractive. That is very attractive. So let's talk about the opponent that wants to twitch duck into a wild standing button. Again, most people, they're going to go for their wild standing 2, 1, or 3 delayed hop kick. Or they're playing it safe and they got it. They're 13 to 14 frame wild standing punisher. There is no launcher. Okay. So those are the people that do this. Little 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 twitch duck where they almost sidestepping a little bit, little so they can do not that but that real quick. Those are people that don't like ducking. I respect it. I hate ducking too because I feel like as soon as I duck, I get launched. That's just me not being the best player. But hear me out. You do this shit here, that's gonna hit. Twitch duckers. More importantly, you do this shit here, it's gonna hit on counter. Now y'all see that nice, lovely plus 12. Now what you saw Nina May saying, oh my god, you get down 4-3. If you get the 2 to land on counter hit, oh my god, you get a free back 1-4. Okay, that's the respectable shit. That's like, I want you to still play me. Please hit rematch. That's not me. If you ran into me in quick match, you already know I'm for the stupid shit. Let's set Steve to guard all, and I'm gonna tell you some stupid shit. Now all this because the opponent did what they were supposed to do, was they saw a move that is a lead to a string. It's the first move of a string, which is a high. You duck it, you hit Nina for it, you punish her for it. But because they're twitch ducking, they get hit with the 2 because you delayed that shit, right? So, on counter hit, that's guaranteed because she's plus 12 and that 3 and the down 4-3-2. Yeah, even though it is minus 17, on the counter hit of down 4-3-2, that is uninterruptible. They cannot, they hit it, they get hit by it. That's the bullshit I'm on. If you choose to be on this bullshit, you are part of my tribe of, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get my damage. If they don't respect it, they don't respect it. It is what it is. I play my character how I want to play my character. But you see how this is extremely cheesy. It doesn't stop there, because if you're playing someone that just understands, like, hold down back or hold down forward, so you duck longer, so you can actually punish me. Well, that 1 is going to hit them, and Nina is now plus 4. You can do a little sidestep 1 after that. That'll check any jab challenges, or you sidestep the direction that down 4-1 doesn't track. Anything 14 frames or faster, you can do a little 1 plus 4 after that. They can block still. Nothing is guaranteed, but you can do a little back to 2, a little 4-3. You can continue on with the down 4-3 shenanigans. Most people tend to duck after that because you're plus. Think you're gonna do a low right there, so if you gotta read, they're gonna duck anyway. You can just do a down back 2. If you're a YOLO Nina, you can do that. That's however you want to play your character. However you read your opponent, what you choose to go for. Okay, so you got your opponent with that cheesy ass bullshit again, extreme bullshit. So now they're just gonna duck longer. So now Nina also has another variation of this mid high high, and that. This is only plus 1 on hit. You can delay. You see that? No one's gonna remain ducking for that long. So this will just save you from getting launched. They eat that little bit of damage. That nice little 36 damage. That's nothing but you're making them respect this shit. This shit. They shouldn't have to. Now, this does not work on every character. This will not work on Yoshi, Anna, King, Paul, and the 2D characters. For all the other characters that have like full crouch lows, depending on the timing, they have to really get your timing correct in order for them to deal like a counter hit launcher. Other than that, all you have to really worry about with most characters is this like little full crouch knockdown low. Fair trade. You're getting them to think about launching you. So with that, it doesn't end. It's still string cheese bullshit. So you see this, right? This will catch that three will catch the full crouch low. Look at the frames of the three. Right? 21. They've been ducking. Most full crouch lows are like 20 frames. You won't beat. I forget the input of the Cooney full crouch low. You won't beat that because it's a little faster at like 19. But you'll beat most full crouch lows. You still will lose to Anna, King, Paul because they had that full crouch low. So they can see you do down 4-3 and just go into full crouch and just do that full crouch DF2, DF1. I forget it. Anna has full crouch down 4-2. Yoshi can still just flash you. The ninjas they can parry you. It's not like a definite. They have answers to it, but you can see how this is frustrating, and that's what you want to do with Nina. It's little pokey bullshit that frustrates the opponent. In neutral, if they just block this, again, how long are you going to hold back? That's what you're going to ask your opponent, to yourself, to your opponent. Like, how many times you going to just let me do this? You see what I'm saying? Eventually, you're going to challenge. And as cheesy as I've explained this, because it is cheesy, as green rank as it sounds, because there's some green rank bullshit, because this shit is +5 on hit and +12 on counter hit, and because this shit here +4 on counter hit, and plus this shit here, you can delay this forever and be +1 on the wild standing punishment, it is enough to get your opponent to start turtling you, which leads me back to being good at implementing Nina's backsway. They ain't gonna want to deal with this bullshit that damn long. When I do lab, I lab in game. Why do I lab in game? Because the practice mode here isn't really that good. I need to see how an actual real person is going to react to this small tech and bullshit. Most people just turtle, like right here. Like what can Nina do to you that isn't like, extremely telegraphed? That gets sidestepped. That gets sidestepped. You can just duck and launch that. The tackle that gets sidewalked or broken, or you can hop kick that shit. Dash blocking doesn't work online. We all know that. But Nina has an exception. You want to, backsway. See that? Backsway. You want to sidestep backsway. Whatever they thought they were going to do is going to win. This is where you lab. Like I said, I suggest you lab like the characters you're going to see online. So you know which way to sidestep the little hop kick or to sidestep that little wild running move. And like I said, there's no real answer to it. You just got to read your opponent's timing, and then you got to be good with inputting the QC back input. Now, if you've done it successfully, you should be like right here within Nina's range. You can continue Nina bullshit. Again, her power mid, what her power mid leads to, they start turtling. You want to dash in, backswing. Okay. I know I'm pausing here because if you're watching this, I already know you calling bullshit like this man dumb as hell. What the fuck? Okay, y'all should be done cussing me out now. But what I say to you to do is to try it. I suggest you watch other Ninas, because other Ninas do this shit too. And they find a good success rate with it. Try it. So now, let's get on to Nina's lows and throws. Nina has an exceptional throw game, and if you ask me, she has good lows. Most Nina mains will complain that her lows are all the same speed, which is annoying. So, what I mean by that, 20 frames, 20 frames, 20 frames. That's actually 22, 21 to 23 frames because you have to do a sidestep. 20 frames. All her command lows, 20 frames. It's like that because you can do them after her sidestep 1 cancel. You know, fair. How I suggest you do Nina's lows because they're so rewarding on counter hit. All Nina's command lows are extremely rewarding on counter hit. Extremely. It's to think of them of when you feel like you can get a throw and they won't break it, but you don't want to go for a throw, you want to go for a low. So you already know, you seen that shit. You know, down to, you know, into that. This shit, you know, it gives you that. This shit, launcher. This shit, launcher. This shit, launcher. That's how you set up Nina lows, as if you would set up a throw. Now, the question is maybe how to set up throws. I suggest watching the King main tutorial on setting up throws because the King and Armor King mains and Marduk mains will tell you, with Marduk with the exception of tackle, because we all know tackle is stupid. The best way to set up a throw is when you predict that they're going to mash, because if you predict they're going to mash, they're least likely to break the throw. And it is harder to break a throw if you mashed a button, and that button isn't the throw bait button. So, how do you set up a throw with Nina? No one's going to respect the fact that this is save. This is save. If this is -9, you can -8 to -9. So you can just duck. You can do her 1+2 throw from crouching in that situation. They're gonna get tired of you doing this, baiting with this shit, even though you are -11, but look at the pushback. It is either person's turn. Okay? From here, you know, you can do a little 1+2 throw, or 2 break, or 1 break chain throw, and then she also has, you know, lows from here, not lows, throws from like down 4, 1+3, down 4, 2+4. Also, they're gonna get tired of you doing this shit, you know, and by this point where I would suggest you go for a throw is when they realize that launcher isn't going to work. They're going to have to dash in. So, you know, you can just, you know, you can use her unbreakable throw in the neutral at that particular point. There are better options than her unbreakable throw, but it's something to throw out to get them to start moving because, you know, you are +6. They can't do anything. Doing DF2 after Nina's unbreakable throw is a common fair strat, and this is also where a lot of people who pick up Nina or main Nina, where they get frustrated with Nina. This character has all these tools, but they just don't know how to implement them. They complain about these lows, which I will admit they are all 20 frames. They complain about her throws, and if you ask me, they're just being too telegraphed with them. It's a complete, it's a complete throw game. Arguably, not arguably, it's true. Nina is the waifu with the best throw game. It's not Julia. She has this shit. Like, I can't do it. No. There we go. She has that. There's also her wild standing 3. That goes into chain throws. She has this shit that goes into the chain throw. That is also the same animation from her 1 break. And the same way you get this off is if you're expecting them to mash, because it's harder to break the initial latch on to the command, to the chain throw. And also, it's harder for them to break this if they were mashing and they weren't mashing like a down for a one or something like that. This requires you paying attention to what your opponent is doing. I will say it again. Nina is a character that the pilot has to carry. She does not carry the pilot. Okay? Okay. That's how you get her throws off. That's how you get her lows off. Great throws, great lows. Contrary to popular belief. Um, Now let's talk about combos, and I'm gonna end it on. I'm gonna end it on combos. Um, Not necessary. Not necessary. Not necessary. You need it. You still need to know how to do this. You better thank Harada. Because this is the reason why this isn't necessary. You're gonna get a wall. All you have to do there is just figure out the delay timing of delaying the down for 3-2. What you should do, what you should be learning how to do anyway, because you're gonna go in the lab and test that down for 3-2-1. You are, you are, you know you are, you know you are, you know you are. Who's arguing with 72 damage? Who? Who is arguing with 72 damage? Where butterfly loops are kind of necessary, where you're gonna have to take a hit if you don't want to learn them, is off that shit. That isn't consistent. I even dashed. Okay. Let me finally get. Let me dropping the combo. No, it's consistent on Steve. I forgot. That's why I chose Steve. That combo is consistent on Steve, Heihachi, Fok, and Dragunov. It's not consistent on Paul or any other character. Oh, wait, no. So it's this shit, this shit, this shit. That's pretty much all you're gonna get off a while standing punish versus. Ooh. Don't make me have to go to P2 now. I'm gonna have to go to P2, y'all. I ain't got no execution. I ain't got no execution. Pretty much what I'm saying here is like that 64 versus that 71 is the difference between life or death in season 4. Any other launcher, counter hit launcher, you can go for that season 4 shit. You know, you're doing good. You're doing good. That's good damage. Don't let anyone tell anyone anything different. You do not need to learn butterfly loops to be effective with this character. When it comes to combos, that is necessary for her wall combo. I'll go to a wall stage here in a minute. So, with the understanding that you don't need butterfly loops, what you need is still combo awareness. Are you missing out without knowing how to do butterfly loops? It depends on you as a player. If you are satisfied with landing the hard combos as I am, I get you. Are you going to be more effective because you can do the hard combo? No. Flat out, no. Um, but with that understanding is coming to where finally people hit a complete ceiling with Nina, and where people who just picked up Nina to see if they can play her, this is where they drop her. So many other characters in this game, their combos are pretty straightforward. Nina's combos aren't straightforward because she has so many fucking options. Um, One launcher I'm gonna get into before I go to a wall stage is I'm gonna get into. Wait, let me take this frame data off. You don't need the frame data anymore. That is a safe. In general, it's safe. Normal hit launcher, 22 damage. Safe, normal hit launcher, 22 damage. How you get this off? You know? And that. You do this see it below, you do this cheesy bullshit where they're expecting you to do something. You know, if you've been doing that shit, they trying to hit you out of that, you know. Set it up by taking a low parry, baiting the whip punish. Also, depending on what your opponent is doing, if they're doing some slow ass shit, and you're like right here, you know, you're doing your little, oop, can't backdash on P1. You're doing like a little backdash, you know, a little moving around, you know, and they do some slow ass shit, and you read it, you know, that's how you get it off. Before I tell y'all how to do the little combo, when you get to that blue rank area, like Yaxa, that's when people start being a little bit smarter. They really don't get really smart at Tekken, for real, from what I've seen, until you hit like Tekken King, Tekken God. That's when they really understand their character, they understand their character offense. That's where most people chill on the buttons, focus more so on movement, backdashing, and optimal block punishment, optimal defense, ducking strings, ducking highs. It gets a little harder. This is dialing back to Nina not having a threatening mid. This shit here, this isn't very rewarding because it just keeps on giving you frame advantage. You're not dealing damage. You're constantly getting frame advantage. Doing this shit, you just take a bunch of counter knockdown lows. This shit, although it's a good down forward one, the mind games I showed you, those are only going to work if they press a button. See what I'm getting at? So it is kind of harder to deal damage with Nina once you start playing better players. Now that is the case, not probably, but it is the case for a good portion of the roster. That is the better player you play, the harder it is to get damage with the character. So, if I told you can go in a match, you can go 2 rounds without getting a launch with Nina. If you're like new with her or you main her and you finally started to take the character seriously and listen to other Nina mains, you're in the Nina Discord, you're in a Friendly Trees Discord, you're in Fergus's Discord. Look at me name dropping all these famous people, you know. You're in Senpai Relax's Discord. I don't even know, does he have a Discord? I don't know. Or you're in Badakazak's Discord. Name dropping these little Discords, but you know. And people are telling you that, you know, yeah, if you have the execution, or if you want to take the time with the execution, learning how to combo off side step 2 is really good because it's a good momentum shift in your favor. because it's one of those what the fuck combos. Um, save 22 damage launcher for the most part. Bears, Jax, Gigas, sometimes Lee. Shaheen can punish it at certain ranges. Um, Cooney can't punish it. I thought she could. She can't. Um, yeah. 2Ds can't punish it. Safe. Uh, already. So that's the same damage as you would do. Okay, it's off by one. No execution. Ooh. I can't do it no more, y'all. I can't do it no more. I really can't do QCF4. There we go. So you can get anywhere between 67 and 82 damage. I have a whole video on sidestep 1+2 combos. You can just go on my page and look at the. I'll link it since I think being able to combo off sidestep 1+2 is important. But you get it, right? Right? You get it? You get it? Okay. So let's go to wall stage. Actually, no. Let's put myself on P2, so I can still be on P1 while I switch it around. Now let's choose a little stage, a little wall stage. Let's choose. Oh, I love this the stage mod for geometric planes. Better get it if you're on PC. If you're on PS4 or Xbox. First off, if you're on Xbox, you know press your hard. Restart settings. And I'm on P1 because I know most of y'all play on P1. I'm a P2 player. You know, just want to hit. So, from right here, Season 4 ain't going to help you. From right here, Season 4 ain't going to help you. And the launch I'm going to be focusing on is her DF2. Because her DF2 is something that's very attractive that gets most people playing her. Most Nina men say, you know, it doesn't have enough range. I mean, it's a safe down 4-2. I mean, hey, I would like it to be the same range as Horang's, because I think Horang's has a bit more range to his. But you know, you can't get everything. So, this is where Season 4 is going to help you. Boom. No, not me dropping it. Flop. This is where knowing butterfly loops, and the reason why I say this, because DF2 is her fuck you button on wall pressure. Because it has such short range, its active frames are just ridiculous. I don't feel like cutting on the I kind of have to. Let's see. Let's just play a frame. Get out. There we go. See? It's gonna hit, I think, at frame 14. So pretty much what you would think like a DF1 would do, like to disrespect whatever they thought they were gonna do. You just, you know, DF2 when they get ready to do that slow move, and way more reward. And like +5, yeah, that's cute. You know, the actual launcher, yeah, you can do something with that. You know, you can, not that. Boom. That's all I want to disclose with you. Now, am I any more or less effective No. Is this situational as hell? Yes. Nina is a situational as hell character. I feel like you, in order to be really good with her and shine with her, you need to be ready for like all situations. Um, but for the most part, season 4 combo routes will save you though. Most of the time, you not like way right here. Most of the time, you do a little movement. You ain't think of that. You did like 1, 2 to get off and and then like you're like right here and you get the launch. For most of your long wall carry, you're about right here on any stage. And season 4 will get you that wall. Um, is there anything else about her game plan? Oh, I didn't really. I mentioned the turtling, and I mentioned. Yeah, I did. I mentioned the turtling, and how you dash and backswing. Um, yeah, I think that'll do it. I think if you taking the part of what I said, let me go back to an empty stage. Let me go back to. Let's see. Well, let's go to Heather's Tekken 2 stage. I like this mod too. Hit this mod if if you don't like dark stages because you can't see anything, I respect it. Don't.
Get ready for the next battle.
Just to do like a little wrap up, and I'll just do it too. It's fine. It's an okay stream.
Yeah.
Good little bully stream. You can't really take your frame advantage there. Oh, that's what I forgot. Let's turn the frame data back on. I know I forgot something. That's why I was sitting here, mumbling, rambling on. You might as well be launch punishable here. Because most people play on P1. This will lose to that down for 1-2 will lose to side step left duck. That'll hit, but you only really did 27. What is it? No, 19 damage, and they have to block that. They have to block this. And they can't sidestep that. This is why I'm getting with these options. This can be sidestep now. This isn't as good as it was in Tag 2 and Tekken 6. You can sidestep that'll catch them, oddly enough, because they shadow buffed this hitbox when they lowered it. When they lowered the hitbox of it, they shadow buffed the overall hitbox of it. So like basically what I'm saying, if you try to do this in season 3 or earlier, this would have been sidestep after this. Lose just the sidestep left up, and sidestep right up because it is a high sector if they're on P2. Same shit. The point where I'm getting at here is on this low, it is best to do nothing. See what they do. Defense. On this low, it's best to see what they do. Because most of what you can actually do to bully your opponent here is a high. Yeah, most of you can do after this is a high, so you have people who like to do not that. No, that shit. That shit. You actually want to do that, but because look at the, they can still sidestep that. They make it clipped, but getting clipped by like ivory cutters, range. There we go. They are -5, but then look at the range. It's really not your turn. It depends on if you know what they're gonna press, what they're gonna do. Then it's in your favor. But again, do you really want to go for a hard read on your plus range? +5 here? Yeah. That's a lot of, that's the one game plan about Nina that, excuse me, one part of the game plan about Nina, excuse me, parts. Caffeine dehydrates me, and also the pre-workout is kind of running out, so I'm going to cut this off here in a second. But you can't always take your frame advantage. That is the truth for every character in this game. But that's safe. You never know if that's landing on camera here. This is +4, but you know, it's 20 frame low. Look at her, how she recovers. She recovers very slowly. That's literally every level. That's where a lot of people who main Nina, they hit that ceiling with it. And a lot of people who pick up Nina, they hit that ceiling with that too. Like literally every level. Like Nina literally has to be +9, and then you can bully people with that. Then you can hit them, you know, bad shit if they want to duck. +9, you know, do a little, you know, not that, a little back sway. This here, you got to be able to cancel it well. Be better than me, you know. So you can hit him with that. For example, it's really hard to build up opportunity off frame advantage with this character because she has so many options, and a lot of those options do have a weakness. And some people don't want to deal with that. They want to be able to do, like, you know, a Brian, you know, hatchet low soccer, and that's enough to put fear into people. Just play Brian. And a down forward 4, you know, that low is cheap. It's faster than Nina. It's also launch punishment block, but that's enough to make people actually want to, you know, second guess and guess hard about what you want to do. This, do that, yeah. Duck. That's what they're gonna do. So it's just something to be wary about. Or not wary, but something to keep note of when you're playing this character. And I hope that in my explanation here, or how I explained a good approach with Nina on her game plan, I hope that gives you insight on the character. I hope it gives you insight on how to play the character well. I hope you try her. And I hope you see what I'm saying about, you know, her strings. Hope you see what I'm saying about, you know, not taking your frame advantage most of the time. Hope you see what I'm saying about setting up her lows and her throws. Setting up her lows the same way you would set up throws. And I hope that you have fun with her. Yeah. So thank y'all for sticking through this. If you did, please subscribe. Please subscribe, and share. And yeah, try to give y'all another video again soon. And I'll link everything that I stated: my sidestep 1+2 combos, a friendly trees YouTube, silences YouTube. All that will be in the description. Bye.
You win.
What's done is done.